Hey everyone, this is Satam here from 𝐿𝐶𝐬𝐿 Academy. Recently, I had mentioned that Pearson has added or updated their question bank for summarized written text, and these new questions are coming quite frequently in the test. So what I've done is I have done an explanation of these videos using our very own 𝐿𝐶𝐬𝐿 AI. And for those of you who are new to PTE or who are resuming the PT after quite some time, I'll just show you a couple of quick things about a summarized written text. Now, the very first thing with summarized written text is that I want you to remember you have to write the summary between 5 to 75 words and you have to use only one full stop in your answer. The second thing is this section carries your scores towards both writing and reading. It carries 14% of your writing scores and about 16% of your reading scores, which makes it really important. It is one of the key components to get a good reading score. If you go further and have a look in this, you must focus on content recognition. Now, for content recognition, there are three questions you should always ask yourself. What is the main idea of the summary? So for that, you need to skim and scan the question. Number two, what are the crucial details necessary for supporting those main ideas? You need to focus on topic sentences. Now, topic sentences can be found through intro, conclusion, or conjunctions. When I'm solving these questions, have a look, how do I identify topic sentences? And the last question is, what information is irrelevant or unnecessary? That means try to avoid unnecessary examples or direct quotes. Try to avoid those things. If you go forward, I just want you to remember a couple of things. Whenever you're doing a summary, try to work within the framework. The framework is simple. Include the main idea. That means identify the main idea. The second thing is, when you summarize passages that are really long or have got multiple paragraphs in them, try to extract the key idea from each paragraph. Okay? Omit ideas that are not really central to the text. Sometimes what happens is some ideas are just like repeated too many times. Try to avoid them. In general, try to omit minor details or very specific examples. Just try to. I'm not saying you must, because sometimes the content can be there. And one of the most important thing is, please avoid writing your opinions or personal responses in your summaries. You just need to sum up the text. You don't have to give your opinion, your idea. Is it clear? So remember, practice it with the proper timer and get an idea how to identify topic sentences. And for those of you who want to know what is the new questions that we should be expecting, these are the new questions that Pearson has added in. I've already done these two questions before, and the rest of them will be done from here on today. Please have a look how to identify these topic sentences, and once you go through these videos, I'm sure you do not need to worry about understanding this question again. And for those of you who are looking to train for PT or NATI or IELTS or any such thing, please feel free to contact us. We have our campuses in Gold Coast and Brisbane. We do offer face-to-face as well as online classes. And if you just want to try the AI, please get a free 3-day free trial to our 𝐿𝐶𝐬𝐿 AI PT practice software and try these questions on. So let's not waste our time. Let's start with the questions. Alright guys, let's start with another new summary, which is under this one, United Nations Volunteer. And this is one of the latest questions as well. Let's try this out. Okay. So it says that, let's start reading through here. So it says that first we should, as per the strategies, we should always skim and scan. Let's do that. So we can see United Nations Volunteer, experienced men, women volunteers, the UN volunteers, promoting peacekeeping, community, UN volunteers, catalysts, encourage volunteerism, communities, United Nations, UN volunteer, UN volunteer, UN volunteer. Okay, for sure that this is about UN, United Nations volunteer. Okay. If you're inspired to take a concrete action for global peace and development, take a look at the United Nations volunteer program. Okay. Every year, up to 8,000 qualified experienced women and men of some 160 different nationalities volunteer at least 6 months of their lives to help others. These UN volunteers work in some 130 countries, promoting peace, responding to disasters, empowering communities, and helping build a sustainable livelihoods and lasting development. UN volunteers come from dozens of professional backgrounds, but all of them are catalysts of positive change. They are encouraged to be creative and entrepreneurial and foster volunteerism for peace and development both within and beyond their assignments. They work at the heart of the communities in partnership with governments, United Nations entities, and civil society. Being a UN volunteer is not a career, but it is rich with opportunities and experience and offers huge personal rewards. As a UN volunteer, you receive a volunteer living allowance (VLA), which covers some basic needs, housing, and utilities. Additionally, UNV will provide us settling in grant, life, health, and permanent disability insurance, return airfares, and a nominal resettlement allowance. Okay, fair enough. Let's have a look at that. Okay. So, keeping in mind that this passage is about United Nations volunteers, just let's write it down. So, United Nations volunteer program. Okay, I'll take this. What is this program about? What happens in this program? So basically, some qualify. We don't have to mention the exact figures, but if you do want to, so let's say 8,000 qualified and experience men and women. Sorry, women and men. I'm so sorry. Say the way around. Women and men. Okay, we won't go in so much details. Even if you want to, we don't really need to. We'll just write volunteer at least 6 months of their lives to help others. Okay, that's what they do. They help others. And why are they helping others? To do what? So the reason they do this is for promoting peace, responding to disasters, empowering communities, and helping to build sustainable livelihoods and lasting development. Okay, let's just do it this way. Okay. And then they said that they come from dozens of professional backgrounds and they are all positive people who promote positive change. We don't really need to go with that. And they're encouraged to be creative, entrepreneurial, foster volunteerism, for both peace. Okay, we've already repeated this. Okay, what are the other things that they do? What are the other things that they do? So they work in partnership with. Okay, they work in partnership with governments, United Nations entities, and civil society groups. Okay, that's what they do. Civil society. And let's just say civil society. And moving forward, they say that being, okay, let's just add this as well. Being a UN is not a career, because that's an important point. It's not a career, but it is rich with opportunities. It is rich with opportunities and experience and offers huge personal rewards. Okay, I'll probably just stick over here. And then what are the rewards? They've given an example. They give you allowance, they give you basic needs, housing, utilities. You don't need to go into that. And let's just look at this. Okay, we have about 70 words. We need to combine them. So United Nations volunteer program consists of, I'll have to, let's qualify 8,000 qualified again, experienced women and men who volunteer at least 6 months of their lives to help others. We can go with this. They volunteer 6 months of their life to help others by doing what? What are the other things that they're doing? By promoting others, by promoting peace, responding to disasters, empowering communities, and helping to build sustainable livelihoods and lasting development. Okay. Uh, while I'll have to change the form, while working in partnership with governments, United Nations entities, and civil society groups. However, being a UN volunteer is not a career, but it is rich with opportunities, experience, and huge personal rewards. Okay, I just need to remove one word because I'm standing at 76. So if I was to make it a little bit small, let's just have a look at this. Consists of 8,000 qualified and experienced women and men who volunteer 6 months of their lives to help others by promoting peace, helping to build sustainable livelihoods. Okay, let's just remove 8,000. We don't need to go with that. Okay. So remember, the key points, according to me, in this summary is very straightforward. It's about the program. It's about the men and women who volunteer 6 months of their lives. Why do they volunteer 6 months of their lives, and what is the output of that? Number three, how do they work? How do they partner up with? And number four, remember that it's not a career, but you do get some benefits and perks. Okay, let's just click submit. All right, so in this case, you can see that the answer is absolutely correct. I don't have any mistake, and I've got pretty much like a full score. My content is 2, my forms 1, grammar is 2, and vocabulary is 2. And here's the sample answer for getting a 90, like a full score, that is 7 out of 7 in your real test as well. Now, if your exam is upcoming, or if you've got a test very close by, or if you've never done PT before, I strongly recommend you that practice these questions on Alchemist AI, get a 3-day free trial to the software, and try these questions for yourself. So good luck. So I hope that I was able to help you understand the topic, sentences, and the main idea of this summary. If your exam is around the corner and you want to try this summary by yourself, then please get a 3-day free trial access to the Alchemist AI PT practice software. And for those of you who are new to PT or are resuming your classes once again and are looking to get a desired score, come for a free trial class or a consultation and attend a face-to-face classes or online classes from a Gold Coast or a Brisbane campus and get your desired scores in your very first go.